What if I told you that the greatest basketball player of all time, the man who became a global icon, was once a young boy who faced rejection, failure, and doubt? That the very legend who inspired millions was told he wasn't good enough, not tall enough, not strong enough? This is not just a story of basketball. It's a story of relentless determination, of pushing past limitations, and of proving that failure is only a stepping stone to greatness. Michael Jordan's journey to the top was anything but easy. As a teenager, like any young athlete with big dreams, he wanted to prove himself on the basketball court. In 1978, he tried out for the Laney High School varsity team, believing he had what it took to compete at the highest level. But when the final roster was posted, his name was nowhere to be found. The coaches believed he wasn't tall enough, standing at just 5'10", and they chose other players who seemed more physically ready for the game. Imagine the devastation of a young boy, heart pounding, staring at that list, hoping, praying to see his name, only to realize that his dream had just been crushed. He went home, locked himself in his room, and cried. But instead of letting that failure define him, he made a decision that would change the course of his life. He would outwork, out-train, and out-hustle everyone until no one could deny him a place on the court. From that moment, Michael Jordan became obsessed with getting better. While others were asleep, he was in the gym. While others took breaks, he was practicing his jump shot, perfecting his dribbling, pushing himself beyond exhaustion. He didn't wait for an opportunity, he created one. By the next season, he had grown to 6'3" and dominated the court, proving that the rejection he once faced had only made him stronger. After high school, Michael Jordan wasn't the biggest recruit. Many scouts believed he was talented but not extraordinary. However, when he joined the University of North Carolina in 1981, he was determined to make a name for himself. Under Coach Dean Smith, he didn't walk in as a superstar. He had to earn his place. The turning point came in 1982, when as a freshman, he took the biggest shot of his career in the NCAA championship game against Georgetown. With time winding down, Jordan received the ball, took a deep breath, and sank a cold-blooded game-winning jump shot, securing the title for North Carolina. That shot didn't just win a championship, it announced the arrival of a player who was destined for greatness. In 1984, Michael Jordan declared for the NBA draft, but despite his talent, he wasn't picked first. The Houston Rockets selected Hakeem Olajuwon, and the Portland Trail Blazers overlooked him for Sam Bowie, a player who would later struggle with injuries. The Chicago Bulls took Jordan at 3rd overall, but many critics questioned whether he could truly lead a franchise to championships. His early NBA years were filled with personal success, but team struggles. He won Rookie of the Year, but the Bulls were nowhere close to being championship contenders. The biggest obstacle? The Detroit Pistons, a physically dominant team that created the infamous Jordan rules, a brutal defensive strategy designed to knock him down, double-team him, and make every shot, every drive, and every move as painful as possible. Year after year, Jordan faced heartbreak in the playoffs, getting eliminated by the Pistons in 1988, 1989, and 1990. Each defeat fueled his hunger. He knew that pure talent wasn't enough. He had to become stronger, smarter, and more disciplined. In 1991, after years of relentless work, Jordan and the Bulls finally broke through. He led his team past the Pistons, sweeping them in the Eastern Conference Finals and officially ending their dominance. In the NBA Finals, he faced Magic Johnson and the mighty Los Angeles Lakers. With laser focus, he delivered a historic performance, winning his first NBA championship, and he never looked back. From 1991 to 1993, Jordan led the Bulls to a historic three-peat, proving he wasn't just a scorer, he was a leader, a winner, and the most feared competitor in the game. But his journey wasn't without more struggles. In 1993, tragedy struck. His father, James Jordan, was murdered, a devastating loss that led Michael to step away from basketball and retire. The world was shocked. Many believed his reign was over, but greatness doesn't stay down for long. In 1995, Jordan returned to the NBA with just 2 words: "I'm back." Within a year, he was not only back in form, but better than ever. From 1996 to 1998, he led the Bulls to another three-peat, cementing his legacy as the most dominant player in basketball history. Perhaps the most legendary moment of his career came in the 1997 NBA Finals, in what is now known as the flu game. Jordan was sick, barely able to stand, sweating profusely and visibly exhausted. But despite the illness, he played through the pain, scoring 38 points and carrying the Bulls to a crucial victory. That moment was more than just a game. It was the ultimate display of mental toughness and heart. Then came the 1998 NBA Finals, where, with seconds left in Game 6, Jordan hit a clutch, championship-winning jump shot, his last iconic moment as a Chicago Bull, sealing his 6th NBA title. Michael Jordan's story is not just about basketball, it's about resilience, about overcoming failure, pushing past doubt, and proving that no obstacle is too big. He wasn't the most gifted, the tallest, or the strongest when he started, but he was the most determined. So if the greatest of all time faced rejection, failure, and struggle, and still came out on top, what's stopping you from chasing your dreams?